A muggy night here in Houston, Texas. It's a perfect 72 degrees inside NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from Houston. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. On a muggy night here in Houston, Texas, it's a perfect 72 degrees inside NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off of play action, it's Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
3 yards remain for second down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey, and they'll bring him down right around the 13.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41 from the shotgun to McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now they try the right side here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. McCaffrey able to slither by. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Here's Newton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense. 2nd and 10, Newton again. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 10.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Newton. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Right at the 40. Here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
20.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Newton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. To throw is Newton. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Newton. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25.